Okay, so hi guys, this is Grace, and I have three cards here. What you need to do about your soul's journey, what to look forward to, possibly if you're watching this during the quarantine lockdown, what to look forward to after that, or is this is timeless reading anyway, so what blessings are coming your way. I'll do a Celtic cross format for this. So let's see what you need to know about your soul's journey. If you don't like the outcome, you can always change it based on your current actions. So let's see. This is card number 1, amethyst. Card number 2, rose quartz. Card number 3 is this beautiful white stone. So pick and choose your card or your crystal, and I'll get into your reading. Look which one you're most drawn to. Okay, let's start. What's the blessing coming your way, your soul's journey? What do you need to know right now? So, as I said, if you listen to my intro, I'm going to use a Celtic cross reading. And I'm using this new deck here. It's French. So, I'm trying to learn French with my cousin, but I don't really understand, so I can really read the book because it's all French. But I'm gonna read these cards intuitively anyway. So yeah. So for you, people pick card number 1, the amethyst. Let's start. Just put it there. Yeah. Where are you currently at in your soul's journey at the present moment? Wow, okay, we have here the fish. So it just feels like with the fish you just probably are going with the flow, or maybe that's what you need to implement more in your life. Just right now in the present moment, the energy is like going with the flow, come what may. You don't really want to control the situation, which I feel like it's the best thing to do right now in these uncertain times. In this time right now that you're watching this reading anyway, I feel like literally you're just swimming around, seeing what's up, like what's there for you. Just literally, like, I see someone who's going into a market, just looking around, what's a good produce. um I literally see someone, I don't know why, I guess I see persimmon, but any fruit, like you're just picking the fruit and choosing which one, what's good, which one should I buy. Like maybe whether you are looking for a partner, just looking around, um, maybe dating around. Maybe that's the advice for you. You could date around if you want to. Um, so just swimming around life, going with the flow. This could be a very strong indication of a Pisces sign, also with the fish here. Very that, like, you have really really good imaginations, and I think that will really really benefit you. So what will this go with the flow energy will lead you to? Let's see the past and the near future. Wow, we have your children, lay infants. I don't even want to butcher those words. And the near future is La Maison. So I'm seeing a home here, but I have to double check. It's the house. Yeah, literally the house. The fish, the children, the house. Maybe in the past, what's very significant for you is that you had children, or it was your children, that your children were the center of your world. But if that's not the case, then like in the near future, this is like finding a home, finding a house, or could literally be relocating. um like you don't only care about yourself, but you also care about children. It could be like through your work you care about children, like you deal with children. It doesn't have to be your own children, but for some of you, for most of you, it is your own children. um Maybe in the past you want to have children, that's why there's a focus on that also. But this could be your own inner child. I always say this could just be, if it's nothing to do with your own children, this could be your own inner child, um, your own childhood issues, childhood trauma that you're dealing with, which is very prevalent in the past. But this is very positive, joyful energy that I'm getting anyway. It's very pleasant. So I'm not sensing more of a trauma or childhood issues, but this is tending to the child. Maybe you were just very, very playful in the past, like a child, getting to know the world, just looking at the world in the eyes of a child. And then now, in the present moment, you're just swimming, going with the flow, what's there for you. I see someone who has graduated, and now you're just looking around. What's real life? Okay, you're in this, literally in your own journey right now. Because I'm also hearing voyage, like trip. And then in the near future, I feel like you'll find a home. So this to me is like, maybe as I said, finding the home for this children or this inner child within you, or finding the home for your creativity and your talent. Like you will find, maybe if you're looking for a career, you will find the right career for you. You'll find a home that is where you will feel accepted, where you will feel literally at home. And these are like, these are very good energy, because this will be the people that accepts you for who you are. So very beautiful energy of the house here. You'll feel safe and secure in the near future, so don't worry about that so much. So literally, I didn't know I will get a lot for this reading, but yeah. Anyway, it's only 27 cards, but wow, the images speaks through me. So let's see. It's my first time using this card, by the way, so that's why I'm quite amazed. What's known and what's unknown? What's in your subconscious and what's in your conscious? What are you consciously working on at the moment? We have Verlalun. Oh, okay. For some of you, you're not really consciously working on something. Like you're just literally, okay, going with the flow. But because it's very unknown. Oh, okay. For some of you, this could be like a secret project that only you know. Maybe it appears to the world that you're the fish, okay? You go with the flow, you swim around. But you go where the waves take you. But what people don't know is that you have a secret project, that you actually care, and that you are actually serious. I feel like this is you, the inner you, with the moon here. And you're quite mysterious and you're quite secretive anyway, like. So what's within your subconscious? I don't know why this flipped, But we have here love. Okay. Maybe there's an issues with love because it wanted to flip like that. But this is like amor. Amor. So love. Oh, okay. These people who picked this amethyst, this card number one, might have issues with love. Or maybe this could just literally be issues with opening up when it comes to love, allowing yourself to receive. Subconsciously, it's there, it's still there. I don't know if like you're literally um, recovering from a heartbreak or something like that sort. It doesn't matter how long ago it was, it's still within your energy, within your subconscious. I can still read it, so it's still there. It didn't go away. um I don't mean like make it go away, but maybe you could slowly heal and start slowly open up more. It's very closed off. There's um there's like a barrier here. You're very closed off. Especially with your dreams and your desires. Sometimes it's good to be secretive about what you're working on because you don't want your energy to be scattered. It's like this precious thing that you're working on, whatever this is that you hold precious in your heart. Maybe it's a person for some of you, but it's like when you talk about it to everyone, when you talk about it to even your friends, sometimes it it when you talk about it too much, the energy becomes scattered, and it's like when it's precious, you need to protect it. So I get that you need to protect this, whatever this is. What's the advice for you is wisdom. This is wisdom. This reminds me of the Hermit card. You will great you will get greater wisdom. Most likely um from yourself, because I feel like you're learning a lot. You've grown a lot and you matured a lot from these children here. You become this sage, from these children to a sage. So you the right advice will come to you from your own intuition, because you're honing that right now. I feel you're learning. It seems like you're not progressing, I'm gonna put it here, but you're getting a lot of wisdom right now that you can definitely use in the future. You might still be reflecting in the past. Like I'm seeing here, there's a reflection of like the dark image, and then you have this like white light image here. But it's only a reflection. I feel like it's not real anymore. The past is the past. You can look back at it, but you cannot return to it. It's only just a mere reflection now, because what's important is right now where you are in the present moment. Whatever is in the past is over. I don't know why I'm pointing to this, but yeah. But trust that you'll acquire greater wisdom. What steps you need to do from your own self, literally. Because you're great. You're great at giving. You probably are great at giving advice to other people. And you could literally like look rationally, pretend you're giving advice to someone, but you're actually giving advice to yourself, like that. So I do that sometimes. Um, like if I were talking to my client, what would I do? Anyway, it helps somehow. Now, what are the external circumstances? The external circumstances that are out of your control. This is the environment. We have here the fox. Okay, fox. I think of the fox as things of like mischievous. I think of people will literally be always be like a fox. Fox can be playful, but it depends on how you look at it. People are sneaky like foxes, will still be sneaky like foxes, and you cannot change them. If this represent a person or the people around you, they're gonna continue be like that. Maybe being sneaky as a fox is how they know how to live. That's all they know. So trying to control this fox is not gonna it's not gonna work. Okay, so make it bigger a bit so you can see the whole picture. But yeah, does that mean you cannot trust them? Maybe be careful, but it doesn't mean that just because it's a fox and it's known for its mischievous ways that you cannot trust other people anymore. None of them you can trust. Um, what does foxes mean? Like cunning, trickster, right? Good at really really good at deception. But I feel like you can outsmart these foxes. Whoever this represent, they're afraid. I feel like you'll be surrounded by these people that are, they're only afraid. When I look at the image of this fox, the face of this fox, this fox is sneaky, cunning, but very nervous and afraid. And I feel like they're trying to hide, or it reminds me of deception. So they're trying to mask their true selves, their authentic selves, because they don't want to get caught. And these foxes, they can always get away with what it is that they want, as long as you let them get away. Okay, you probably already know they're this, like this is their personality. This is the people around you. But because of this wisdom, trust your wisdom, you will know who to trust, who not to trust, who has your best intentions, or who doesn't have your best intentions. You'll see it clearly because you got the wisdom card, so don't worry. Let's see your hopes in your dreams. We have your La Femme wanting to go come up in reverse as well. This is the woman or the wife. So maybe for some of you, you're hoping, you're wanting to be the wife, if that's possible. I mean, you don't literally have to be a woman to assume this the responsibilities of a wife, to be this nurturing person. So this could just be a symbolism representation. For some of you, it's literal. You want to be wife, that housewife, especially with this house card here in the near future. Could be settling down for some of you, especially if you can assume that role. But the feminine, the woman, this could just represent the feminine energy, the Empress energy. This reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles energy also, as she's looking at her reflection. This reminds me that you just want to be self-sufficient. I see Queen of Pentacles, I see someone who's self-sufficient and grounded. So maybe it could literally be that. Um, why is it a fear though? Because that's what you're hoping for, but it's also a fear. Is there a fear that you'll be left on your own? That you'll get everything that you want, you'll get the palace that you want, the house that you want, and then you'll be left on your own, and then maybe you're wondering, will you be happy by then if you get everything that you desire? Is this really you? I'm also getting, are your desires yours, or that's what you thought you should get based on society or based on other people's expectations of you? Is that your real desire? Are your dreams yours? So maybe you could think about that. But let's see, based on the current energy, I did not pick the challenge card, so I'm gonna pick the challenge card and then I'm gonna pick the outcome. Almost forgot about that challenge. So what's challenging you? What's crossing this fish card? Oh, the changes. This is death and resurrection. So the changes, and I literally got this card as well on my own reading. So to me, this just represents, but this is more on the external influences for me. But for you, this is really challenging you, how people think and their fears and their beliefs, and maybe people around you are anxious right now. I feel like this is other people. It could be the environment, the changing environment around you that is out of your control, and people are anxious, and there's a lot of changes, and there's a lot of transformation and rebirth in your life, and it's challenging, and I can see why it's challenging. With this is challenging the fish, the go with the flow. For some of you, almost like happy-go-lucky people. You're not used. You get just getting used to these changes. It's challenging, so I can see why. Don't. I just see. Don't identify yourself with these fears, because it's not you. It's only illusion, the reflection of your fear, the reflection. Maybe people are projecting fear to you. Maybe literally those people care about you, so they project the fear, like they fear for you because they care for you. But just remember, it's just fears. It's other people's fears. Maybe it's your own fear that is becoming your own fear. But you don't have to identify yourself. You can always, you always separate from that. Okay? You can always embody just the fish here if you want to. But there's no light without darkness, so I mean, we cannot disregard this dark card here. Both of this light and dark can coexist. Maybe that's what you're integrating right now. So what's the outcome based on your current action, based on your conscious, um, what you're consciously working on? Behavior, the tree. How do I read that? The tree is the outcome. This is like um, this is like your roots. This is you establishing yourself. This is you grounding yourself. This is you going back to your roots. And this is you being stable and being flourishing. And I mean, if we're asking about what blessings are coming your way, this is it. I feel like you need to just continue on the current course of action, because this is a very good card to me. I'm getting the really good energy. This is going back to nature. At first, for some of you, this might feel like, whoa, like it's unnatural. But this is you going back to nature, especially if your life have been in centered on the pursuit of the artificial, or the superficial. Now you have a chance. The outcome will be you going back to nature, going back to the basics, and maybe you love that. Maybe at first you won't, um, but this is to me is like that lifestyle, that minimalist lifestyle, only having what you need, but you're balanced and you're grounded and you're peaceful. So it's good. Okay, you will realize that, not maybe after all this drama, after all everything that is happening, you realize you only need, you'll know the people who really truly like care about you. You'll have close knit tie with the family, or the people that you consider as family. It's like it's like you have the basics, like the basic necessities. At the same time, the basic people, like you probably have few people around you, but those people are like the people that actually loves you and cares for you. And yeah, so that's your reading. I don't know what else can I add to this. It's beautiful. It's an honor reading for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy, and for watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below how this resonated for you. And if you want to book a reading, my email is on the description box. And there's a link also for that. But yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Hi, for the people who picked the rose quartz. Hopefully, you're not asking about love, but love comes in all forms anyway. This is your soul's journey, what to look forward to, what you need to know, what blessings are coming your way. If you're looking at, are you in the right path, or like just want to see what the future outcome will be based on your current energy. So you can always change your energy to change the outcome if you don't like it. So let's start. What's your current energy right now? This will just be a chill reading. Wow, the star. I mean, coming, like starting in this reading and you are the star. I mean, what else can I say? It's done. You're the star. Like, what else can we add to this? You are healing. You are, if you don't already know yet, like you are the star. Okay, you are, maybe you're quite popular. Whether you're, I feel like some of you, you're shy with attention. I know. I mean, what can you do if you're so attractive and like you're so popular, especially right now with your current energy as a star? And maybe you've always been this way. Um, what else? For some of you, you're not happy with the attention that you're getting. Um, you don't need to identify with those people. You don't need the validation from other people. As long That's why people say, as long as you're happy and you're doing what you're happy about, like what makes you happy, that's what's important. So don't worry about that so much if you're not comfortable with attention. I am not too, but oh well, like sometimes I start to identify with how much views I'm getting, or like the attention that I'm getting, but then that's pointless. That that doesn't make me happy. It leads to an anxiety driven life. What am I trying to maintain anyway? Like, what's this prestige? What's this um validation? This, like the attention, this image. What am I trying to maintain anyway? Who am I kidding? Right? So just be you. Maybe if you feel like all eyes are on you, probably all eyes are on you, like you're right about that. But maybe you're not. Maybe sometimes you do feel like, oh, all eyes are on you. People are like always out there ready to criticize you, but then they're busy about um criticizing themselves even, or like they're busy about their own life. They don't care as much as you think they do. Okay? And if they do really care about you and your own life, it just means that there's nothing interesting happening in their life right now. That's why they're so focused about you and your own life, right? Okay, their life's so boring. So let's start with you. Said a lot of things already. What's challenging you? Let's start with that. It's the wisdom. Okay, sometimes you're the brightest star, and it's hard to look for that wisdom because, I don't know, is it because you shine too bright that you can't see? 'Cause sometimes when someone shines too bright, when the sun is directly in front of you, shining in front of you, you can't see because it's too bright. So maybe that's the reason, like you're too bright. That it can be a challenge to seek the wisdom, or what's the wisdom behind the situation. Okay, because this is the wisdom card. Maybe you're not going within. Maybe you just need introspection and to really go within. And it's hard for you to go within because maybe you lead a busy life or something like that. And I mean, can't blame you, but that's a challenge to look within. So let's see, what else can I say with this? Maybe you're the light in other people's life. You're the inspiration, or maybe that's your passion to inspire other people. But maybe you find it hard to, what do I say? Like, to what to say to other people, how to inspire other people. Sometimes I'm like that too, like, what's my purpose anyway? What do I say? But don't worry, the right words will come out. Just trust yourself, trust your intuition, keep expressing yourself. The right words will come out. Maybe all you gotta do is just be yourself and just live your life how you want it to be. And whether you're deliberately trying to be an inspiration or not, you're impacting other people's lives anyway, based on who you are and how you live your life. So don't worry about that seeking wisdom. In the past, we have here the fish. That's wants to come out in reverse, and we'll just take it. This is the What's this one again? I need to confirm. Give me a second. Um, the news, yes. Yes, because it confuses me. It reminds me of the Knight of Swords. But if I think about the Knight of Swords, then it's talking about, um, could be talking about delivering a news. But I don't really read the Knight of Swords that way. Anyway, so much. So there'll be a news. There'll be a news coming to you literally in the near future. So this could be within the coming months. Okay? In the past, maybe it's hard for you to me this is a going with the flow card, the fish. So maybe it's hard for you to go with the flow, to feel your emotions, because this is like the vast ocean in like it just feels to me this is someone that's stuck in the bubble. Like you look like a frozen fish here. No, I don't want to offend anyone, but it looks like a frozen fish here. Like it's you can't move. Okay, I see it as a frozen fish. In the past, you cannot decide on maybe your life yourself. It's hard for you to decide. And maybe that's why you're quite unhappy in the present, because like um is this the life that you're leading, um and you don't even know if you're authentically being yourself. But then in the near future, don't worry, you're gonna get a news. There'll be a news. It looks like a positive news to me. What will this news be about? I guess we'll find out as we get more cards, but something to look forward to. Maybe you'll get a message. Maybe you'll get the help, but it's an information. That information, maybe it's like an information that will come through like your introspection and meditation, and you'll like, wow, like, so that's it. It's like a eureka moment, maybe. Okay, or literally it will come from someone. So that's what it's all about. So that's great. In the near future, let's see what you're consciously working on and what's within your subconscious. What you're consciously working on at the moment. Oh, okay. I mean, lightning. we have the star here. Now we have the lightning, which to me reminds me of the Tower card. Oh gosh, is this like distraction? Um, are you afraid that you're just destroying other people's lives instead of healing and building it? Okay. Um, because I don't know, I just feel this is someone that's afraid of like what impact they're having in the world. You cannot control the impact that you'll have in the world. What you can do is just have that genuine pure intention. As long as you're sincere and that you have pure intention, that's what matters. The impact, because I don't know, like with the impact, people will, you might have good intentions and people will still sort of twist it around based on their perspective. But when people see like something bad within you with what you're doing, it's their own perspective. Even though you're sincere, it's not a direct reflection of you, yourself. Because, as I say, sometimes like people are mirrors, but sometimes there might be smoky mirrors. um, they're not a good direct reflection anyway. So I don't know if I will like explain more into that, but hopefully you'll get what I mean when I say like other people could be like smoky mirrors, and they cannot be a clear reflection of you. Why are we talking about that mirror here? What consciously you're working at? Are you bringing destruction in other people's lives? I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you don't. But definitely with this, don't worry, because like with this, the Tower card, maybe you're just shaking things up, waking people up. And so be it if you bring destruction. Because within destruction, it maybe it needs to be destroyed anyway. Like, you know, like this is represents the building, represents the beliefs that people have always known, and then now you come and that you rebel, and you shine your light, and maybe it causes some sort of destruction with the lightning there and all that, but it's making other people think differently, destroying their common beliefs and making other people think differently. Maybe all you have to do is show up and just be yourself. Yeah. So don't worry about that so much. Let's, if ever you're worried, maybe you're not. I mean, maybe you're not. Continue to be that renegade that you are. So let's see what's within your subconscious. Ooh, you're thinking about a trip. We have your le voyage. Um, if ever I'm reading that right. So, subconsciously, you're probably dreaming of a trip, or you're tripping. I don't know why I'm getting like you're tripping. Subconsciously, you're tripping. Um, nice, nice. Okay. But seriously, I just feel lighthearted about this. So, I mean, subconsciously, maybe you're crazy subconsciously with the tripping that I'm saying there, like but what I'm getting here is that own your crazy, own your uniqueness. You're this unique star. People not gonna understand. Not all people are gonna understand. But literally, maybe you're just thinking about literally a trip, um, dreaming of a trip. Maybe because with the current situation right now, if you're watching this when I'm uploading it, you cannot really trip because you cannot really trip because quarantine. But trip, I'm also getting like tripping, as in literally tripping, when you trip and you fall. So maybe you're thinking about the mistakes, the fallbacks that you had. Yeah, subconsciously it's still within you. Maybe you still have a fear of like, you don't want to destroy other people's lives because you don't want them to be like your life. Like maybe you thought you destroyed your life somehow, and you don't want to destroy other people's lives. Like you have this um, unlucky, like you're very unlucky Why? Why do you think you're unlucky? You're the star. Like you're the unlucky star then. How does that make sense? You don't bring misfortune in other people's lives. You don't. You only project to them. You only are out there to shake things up. They're meant to be shaken up anyway. Like, it's other people. It's not your responsibility. How they respond, it's their own responsibility. So, yeah. Let's see what's the advice for you. Oh, the fox. We have here the cunning fox again. Be playful. Stay. Maybe be the cunning fox. I don't know. I got the fox again because we got it in the first reading. So with the fox here, I'm reading it actually here. So advice for you is to get around obstacles creatively. When I see fox, I see playful. I see creativeness. You might find that you could renew or be smarter about how you deal with areas of resistance in your life or projects. You may be guided to learn from lessons in a way that you may feel like you're being challenged or even being tricked. But then again, have a sense of humor. Look at the playfulness and the fun within the challenges, within the trickiness of life. So, yeah, hope that made sense. That's the advice. I don't want to add into that anymore. Saying look into where's the resistance, or be smarter about how you deal with areas of resistance. So, yeah, I'm just reading it from Spirit Animal, Fox's Spirit Animal, spiritanimal.com. So, just feel guided to look at that. Anyway, maybe I need to learn more about the spirit animals. Now, what are the external influences? The environment, the people, the other people, the environment that you're not in control of. What are the external influences for you? Ooh, okay. I believe this is the balance. La plus. Oh, not the balance actually, but maybe you need to balance your pleasures because this is a pleasures card. She looks like she's balancing something, so I thought. But maybe you need to balance the pleasures, balance the fun. I mean, have a sense of humor, but at the same time, like enjoy the distraction here. Enjoy the trip, your own. Maybe it's whether it's a trip within you or a trip outside of you, literally, physically. But then have a balance within the pleasures. That's what I'm getting. Oh, actually, this is the external influences. So, see, maybe it's about balancing the how you're spending time with the people around you, balancing that pleasure. Because sometimes we overdo it sometimes, and it's causing a self destruction. And it's not good. I mean, you can have fun, but at the same time, don't overdo it with other people. Maybe you're surrounded with people that are so into pleasures, the pleasures of life, the drinking, the sex, all that, so much of that. that all they do is all about pleasure and feeling pleasure. I mean, you couldn't change them. They're just, this is something that you're not in control of. But it's just how you respond to this things around you, these people around you. I mean, you could have fun with them, but as I said, there's needs to be a balance. Because you might find yourself feeling lost if there's so much of that. That's just I'm getting. What is, that's weird for me, but hopefully that's making sense for you. Now, what are your hopes and your fears? Hopes and fears. Sometimes what we're hoping for are what we fear. So sometimes what we're hoping for it doesn't come true because we fear it. Oh, we have their house again. I got this from previous reading. So, the house. Maybe you just want a home. I read it as a home also. You want, or literally you want a house, as in a house. You want a house, your own house. That's what you desire. Your own sanctuary, where you could go and have you retreat. Like, no matter how brightly shining star you are and how much impact you're having with other people's life, this is what you're hoping for. You have this sanctuary to recharge, and you just be yourself in and just relax. Yeah, it's a very, very valid hope. But why do you fear this? Why does this become a fear, the house? Do you fear like the house will separate you from everyone else? Like your house will become your prison, your sanctuary, but it can also become your prison. I don't know. Maybe once you're in the house, you never want to get out and reconnect with people for some reason. Sometimes I'm like that. Like, I like going out, going on a trip, but then when I can't speak, but then when I'm at home, I'm a homebody and I stay for as long as, and it's hard for me to get to come out again, to get out again. Why is this a fear? Maybe you need to think about that. Why is your hope as a fear? Maybe you didn't have like great memories with a house before, or with your home before. So now what's the outcome? Based on the current action that you're taking, with the star here as your energy, and the lightning as your conscious, what you're consciously working on, what's the current outcome for you? Let's see. What's the outcome there? Wow, children. I always see children and I always think like beautiful, beautiful energy. I don't know whether you want to actually have your own children. I mean, that's there. It's there in the future. It's in the cards. So, but this could just be like being playful, reconnecting with your own inner child, in that you'll see life in a renewed way, and you'll see life in a how children see life, like in a children's viewpoint. So it will be beautiful, but it's very positive. So I don't know. I guess you can keep working on what you're working at if this is the outcome that you want. The children, or having children, for some of you that might resonate. I mean, it doesn't have to be like you birthing or you having your own biological children. You could, as I said, it could be your own inner child, or it could be like an adopted children. So the key thing for you is balance. Balance is very like vague. You just say balance, but then that's what I'm getting. However, that balance represents on you. I just see that the outcome here is that you'll be more carefree. Because I'm seeing here, I'm sensing there's you being rigid with the cards here, especially in the past, like with the frozen fish. I still can't get over that frozen fish. Now you being more carefree and being more free like a child, and you're being more free to maybe explore your ideas and express yourself, and it's fun, it's playful, so it's beautiful. That's the blessings that are coming your way also. So that's what we're reading about anyway. That is your reading. It's an honor for me to read for you. Thank you so much for letting me tap into your energy and watching this video. Wishing you all the best. Let me know in the comments down below how this resonated. I'll see you in my next video. If you want a personal reading from me, you can email me or you can book with me in the link. So, bye. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling really, really good. So, don't worry, this will be a good reading. The previous ones are good reading anyway. Maybe it's just my energy. So, if you're vibing with my energy, welcome. Okay? Welcome. I'm feeling really happy, really playful right now, really thankful, really grateful for everyone, everything. So, first of all, I'm so thankful for you, especially if you've been supporting me or you just found this video, you're curious. Yeah, there's a message here for you. Let's tap into your energy, where you're currently at in your soul's journey, what blessings are coming, what you need to know, what's the outcome. Maybe the outcome after all this, if you're watching this during the quarantine period, like after all this quarantine, what's to look forward to, right? Okay, let's start. I'm using this. It's the first time I'm using this card, so I love the energy of this card. It's a French deck. So, let's see. Okay, work. Girl or boy, work. There's something so beautiful about this stone. It's simple, but it's so handy. Like it's there. It's like it's simple, but it's very reliable. I don't know. I'm getting that energy. Maybe you are. You're simple, but you're reliable with the work here. And maybe many people see you that way. And that's your current energy. You do everything with the best of your ability, and you're very stable, and you're maybe responsible with a lot of things because you're reliable. What can we do? You're reliable. Obviously we'll give the task to you, but don't overwork yourself. You can, I see this as like choices, and like you can choose different paths. You could work and tire yourself off. You can work and have fun with it, and working according to your passions. And you can work and be uplifted by what you're doing. And I don't know, there's something spiritual about this one here. What do you even call those in English? Because I'm thinking in my language, it's pala. But anyway, for digging, right? So let's dig deeper. I'm serious about your reading. Don't worry, I'm not like not being serious, but I see you very hardworking, reliable person, and that's your current energy. And what's challenging you with your work? Ooh, lightning. The current changes in the situation. This is Tower card. This is a Tower card. So to me, it's a lightning card. Um, there are changes in your beliefs, in your the structures that you built in your life. Maybe you're a very earthy person because you're all about stability and structure. But then some structures have to go. Some beliefs have to go. With the changing of times and the changing of the situation, you need to learn how to adapt. So it's a challenge for you to adapt and to change to this destruction and transformation that's happening in your life right now. We all are, anyway. We all are. It's quite uncertain too. So let's see. You're not alone in this. Pass. Oh, it's very dark. Hopefully there's a light at the end of the tunnel for this, for you. It's the Diablo, the devil card, right? And then what's the near future? Better be good. Near future card for you. Oh, it's good. It's good. I knew it. From the light, from the dark to the light here. In the near future, you'll find the sun. This the sun. What does the sun represent? We have the sun there, literally shining from a window. But this represents, the sun represents the happiness. You'll find the happiness. You'll find the light in the end of the tunnel. So if you coming out from the dark here, as in you probably have been on, this could just represent you being on the dark night of the soul in the past, and you were in the dark, or you were in the rock bottom, in you experienced that in the past. um, Facing your darkness, it's not always bad. When you see darkness, it's um when there's no darkness, you cannot see you cannot shine your own light. You cannot see your own light, how much you shine. You cannot see the wisdom. Like, darkness is important, the right amount of darkness and the right amount of light. If it's all light, you cannot see anything. If it's all dark, you cannot see anything. So we go through darkness and light, and that's like the wheel of life. Reminds me of the wheel of fortune. Sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's light, but it's part of all the, if you look at it in the big picture, because this is a major thing for you. It's a major arcana. If you look at the bigger picture, there is something that you've learned from this darkness here, from the devil, from facing your dark, that you can apply here, literally, in the sun. The sun will shine. The sun will shine again. Why does this remind me of children? Or like literally a sun. But maybe it has something to do with that for some of you, for specific people. What else? What are you consciously working on right now? In the near future, there's something to look forward to. So it's all good. The sun is shining again. It's like your luck, or the wheel of fortune is on your side again. So, because sometimes we just make the best of what we have. Maybe it's hard to do that in the past, but literally the odds are in your favor in the near future. It's in the next few months. this card. So it's good to take on new things, new venture in your life in the next few months. It's good. I'm seeing this is a go signal. If you want to start something new within the next few months, go for it. Right. So what's you're consciously working on at the moment? Ooh, okay. This is new. This is I haven't read this card from this deck, but this is the serpents. Mm. Mm. Why does this reminds me of like a third party? Maybe it's just me. Hmm. But I feel like this is you trying to untangle yourself from like some toxic situation, or maybe literally like a third party, as I said. Like you're untangling yourself from this toxic situation. You know, it's all tangled up with this could represent different people or the situation. I guess you'll be able to come out of it. Or I guess that's what you're consciously working on right now with the serpent here, with the snakes. I mean, what does a snake represent? Snakes can also represent the literally the rebirth, the shedding the skin, which is I feel like that's happening with you right now. It's challenging you, but that's what's meant to happen anyway. You need to go through this. The hard bit is the shedding the skin, because if you don't shed the skin, if the snake don't shed the skin, I guess it dies. Yeah, like just like with the snail, if it doesn't change the as it grows, it need to change its shell, and if it doesn't change or it doesn't grow, if it doesn't um yeah, if it doesn't do that, it's gonna die. So maybe what's in the past for you is not working for you anymore, so it's time to see um, and have a new perspective for the future. It doesn't mean like you have to change everything, just a fresh way of looking at things, if that makes sense. Good thing you're working on untangling yourself from this. It's not good. I'm just sensing something that's not good for the situation. So, where are you currently at subconsciously? What you're subconsciously working on? Oh, okay. There's a rainbow here. It's beautiful. There's sun. See, it's all like dark here. And with this one, we're starting to see some sort of light, maybe coming from the sun here. So, hmm, um, I guess you're coming out of the dark, and subconsciously, this is the wheel. The wheel is literally turning. This is the wheel of fortune. I was mentioning the wheel of fortune, and I'm sensing it, and it came. The card came out. So that's that. You cannot literally see, but you need to trust in the universe, in spirit. But at the same time, I see this as as someone that is turning their ship. You know, when you're so you need to be the ship, the captain of the ship, captain of your own ship or your life. So you should be like in control with this. At the same time, you need to have trust, even though you're blindfolded, to sense where to turn the ship. If that's making sense. It's making sense that the reading was for you. If not, don't try to force it to make it fit. Okay? It's nice to have you here anyway. Whether the reading is for you or not. But what's the advice? I feel like I've already explained about the Wheel of Fortune. Subconsciously, it's just the card is confirming what I've said. So, what is the advice for you regarding this? Okay. We keep getting the fox. Okay. I mean, fox is not a bad thing. I mean, it can be cunning, sneaky, but deal with it like a fox. What's a fox's spiritual meaning anyway? I mean, I guess fox can really survive different situations because they're sneaky. I guess how you deal with your challenges, find a way around it. Maybe the door is not obvious and you will find like obstacles within your journey, your soul's journey. But you just need to be cunning like a fox and outsmart the situation and find your way around it. Yeah? You don't always have to like work and follow the same tradition or follow the same thing, the same old thing that you're doing. Maybe it's like you're so used to following the tradition, the same old thing, you need to follow this certain structure, but times are changing. This is you needing to be, or this is your opportunity to explore your creativity and to it doesn't and to like find another way around this obstacle, like how you deal with a problem. You don't have to do it the old way where you follow this certain procedure. Maybe there's a shortcut. Yeah, and maybe it's fun, that shortcut. So that's what I'm getting from the fox here. And what are the external influences, the people around you? These are not the things, the situation that you're not in control of, so don't try to control it anyway. So let's see. You have your justice. This is fairness, this is balance. I see there will still be people that are, this represents the people that are very rigid and wants to follow the tradition, and they'll be like when they see you finding your way around the situation, they'll be like, oh, she's crazy, he's crazy, like what is he doing, right? But or what is she doing, or whether you are a he or a she, whatever. If you subscribe to that, but yeah, people will be like, what? I mean, that's all I get from this. And these people are very critical. They're very critical and very traditional. And they criticize you. But I guess they're fair, or they just want everything in order. They don't want to shake up. They don't want this shake up. So they want to follow the structure. Sometimes people blindlessly, I see this could be some of these people are like just blindlessly following the tradition, the structure, because it's all they've known. That's what's comfortable. That's the comfort zone. Doesn't matter if that's healthy. Some of this structure are not healthy, so it needs changing. As I said, the world is changing, so I mean, but yeah, that's within these people's comfort zone. They're gonna be really afraid or really alarmed if you sneak your way to the top or sneak your way through your situation. So that's the other people. Hopefully they don't sue you like with the law there. Maybe the law needs to be reformed also. challenging the law doesn't mean it's a law, it's what you need to follow, right? I mean, law is there to provide order, but you get what I mean. Anyway, what are your hopes and fears? Sometimes our hopes are what we fear. So, what are your hopes and fears? And we'll see the outcome. What are your hopes and fears? Right. What are your hopes and fears? Okay. I think I saw the. Is it the man? The man card or the femme card? I get confused with that sometimes. I think it's the man card actually that I saw. There's a maybe significant man that is part of your hopes. That's for some of you, but this is really what the card that came up. It actually wanting to came up in reverse, but this is a 3 card. So what you're hoping for is to just. It reminds me. Actually, this card reminds me of us above, so below vibe. But what does a 3 represent for you? So, okay. So what you're hoping for is to be like a tree, as in stable, rooted, grounded, and at the same time goes through the changes very well. Because the tree, because I'm seeing like the tree and when it's autumn, it sheds layers, but it's still there. It's long lasting. I know there will come a time that a tree might die, but the lifespan of a tree is very long. And some people will try to challenge this tree. But you're hoping to have a long, grounded, lasting life or commitment, whatever this is, whether it's about work or your love or a career. And I feel like you just want to be, I'm also getting legendary, like your legend be passed on to maybe the next generation, something like that. Or maybe you're currently trying to create, I feel like this is you're trying to create your own legend, or you're trying to acquire a certain tradition that has been passed on to you and you want to pass it on to the next generation. But then again, not without changes, because I see you like implementing the changes within the traditions here. So with a fear, I don't know, like why is a tree a fear? Maybe you're afraid to be cut down um, before like your ideas or whatever this is will not take into form, or the tree will die down before it even is stable enough. Because I'm also seeing like a seed, planting a seed, and then taking care of that seed, nurturing that, but you're not sure whether it's gonna grow into a tree. Maybe currently you're a plant right now, or a seedling even. Yeah. Wow, that's quite profound hope that you have there. Let's see what's the outcome, the current outcome. You can always change this outcome, remember. Well, based on your current, how you're dealing with the situation, what will be the outcome? We have your work, your current energy, and how you're dealing. You're trying to untangle yourself, the serpent here. Wow, okay, the outcome is a trip. It's a voyage. So, I mean, maybe literally in the future, the outcome for you will be you're gonna move, literally you're gonna have a trip, or maybe this is just you traveling for leisure, but for some of you this could be literally moving, going on overseas, because literally we're overseas here. So I'm sensing that also, if that's what you want, I guess. But I'm seeing it's a positive new beginning. There's something about ships and boats that gives me that vibe of like floating in the ocean, the vibe of like a positive new beginning. So that's a blessing that's coming your way also. I mean, in the near future, we got the sun here, happiness. What else can I say with that? I mean, hopefully you'll get to this, your hopes with the tree here. Maybe family is very important for you also, with the hopes there, having your own family, or trying to mend the family ties. And because this reminds me of the family tree. So yeah, that is your reading. We're not gonna look into that much deeper. Thank you so much for it's such an honor to read for you, to let me tap into your energy. Thank you. I've enjoyed it, and let me know how this resonated for you. I wish you the best, and then, for your future outcome. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. If you want a personal reading, you could email me, or you could book with me through the link below in the timestamps or in the description box. Bye.